foremost, turn the face to the east. It's approximately this way. Say call Layumba Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Harakakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, GMS. Those are the men I learned the truth from. I learned from following no other camp. So with that, I'm just gonna run it. We got a viewer. You know, I'm out here late today. You know, finished up my shift. I was, you know what? I still gotta hit it, weather's permitting, so we're gonna run through it. I go into these news articles, look at it quick. 30-minute camp. 40-minute camp. Whatever I could do. And I'm out. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right? So when you come into this truth, temptation is going to come. You know, temptation to go back in the world. You know, people that you used to hang out with in the world, they might come back and come see you. That's happened to me before. They say, yo, where you been, man? You know, you just play stupid with them. You know, tell them what you're involved in. You know? There's always going to be that temptation to go back, right? The Lord's going to test you from time to time. The brothers talk about it. The brothers can talk about it. You know, I'm young. I don't know. Okay? We get a little bit more. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 2. Right? Verse 2, set that heart aright. Set the heart aright, constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Right? Because we know according to the scriptures that troubles are indeed coming. Right? Let's see if we can go ahead and get this first try. I might know this one first. I might know this one off the top of my head. People go, they're gonna giggle to say niggas are crazy, but let's look at 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Alright? What does perilous mean? Perilous means full of danger. Alright? Perilous means full of danger. And it's clear that we're moving to that time. You know, just coming in, you know, being from NY, man, I don't really travel at night like this, you know, unless I'm going home from my shift. But yo, the city's getting more trashy. The homeless situation is out of control. And it's looking crazy out here. You know? Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased. Sirach 2, verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Alright, so at the end you can be increased. Right? That's why we push so hard to stay in this truth. Right? So at the end we can get that salvation. Right? It's the book of Sirach. Also I have Matthew chapter 24. Yeah, chapter 24. Right? And we'll start at right, 34. Matthew 24 and 34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. Right? That these words, the scriptures aren't going to go nowhere. You know, to this day, the scriptures are still around. The Most High has all these scriptures to be preserved and continue for his time. Right? But that day and hour knoweth no man, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. And I was surprised even Yahushua. Yahushua wasn't even given the knowledge of the exact date and time, you know? Just know that time is soon, right? And, right? Verse 37, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Right? But as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Right? Because these times, while these events are happening, people are just doing whatever they want to do. Right? And that's why it's serious, right, that we gotta endure. We gotta endure, we gotta, set our hearts aright, constantly stick with this truth, constantly believe on the Most High in the name, right? Because in these times, this is what the people are doing. They're partying, they're doing whatever the hell they want to do, You just go to work, talk to your co-workers. They're like, yo, man, today's Mother's Day, I'm about to visit my girl, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. Yo, it's a liar. Hey, Shalom, Mark. Yahbashim Ashar Brakat T2, Shalom, Shalom. Glad to see you here. Out here a little bit late today, but we're gonna run it. We're gonna run it, man. And I got on my shift. I was like, nah, you gotta come out here, weather permits, right? Right. So Matthew 24, right? Actually, we're gonna go back ahead a little bit, right? Because we read down later, right? Right, verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give a light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. Right, the signs and the stars, and the moon, right, signs of the sky. We all know about that whole super moon that took place. Everyone knows about that. I even knew dudes at work that went and actually saw it in person. So these events are going to go down. We know about the Joel chapter 2. And the scriptures about that, this is a symbol that we're moving into those days. Everyone was bugging out about the eclipse. That's old news to the people, right? Like it talks about in, I think it may be 2nd Ezra 15, tribulation, anguish, these things it says, scourges for amendment. God. Right? This thing says scourges for amendment, tribulation, anguish, right? And, for that, the people basically won't move from the wickedness. Roughly paraphrasing. Let's see what you got here, huh? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls of Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give them no rest, till he establish, till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Absolutely. You got me out here. I'm out here at night. I basically, I have a camp spot, that I was using a couple blocks away, and I was like, damn, man, it was just overflowing with homeless, and I was like, okay, this isn't gonna work. This is basically a homeless shelter at this point. So, walked on down and brought out by Shemashai, found another spot, right? But that's what we're doing. We got brothers out here all times of the night, and I'm not the only brother that camps at night. GMS, they be out there at night. I visit the brothers out there at night, right? Let's see here. This is the book of, let's see here. I know I read it in Ezekiel 3. Yeah, this is the book of Ezekiel chapter 3. Verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman over the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth, hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. His blood will I require at thine hand. Right? So that's what we're doing. Right? Partially I do this, for the brothers, for the hopeful elect brothers out there, to call them to repentance, to the house of Israel, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, Israelite foreigners. But at the same time, the ball is also in my court. So if I don't go out here and teach this truth, the Lord is going to jack me up. Now in my life, which is already, You know, because we're all under the curses. I don't have like a movie star lifestyle or whatever, right? That'll come in the kingdom. Like my stuff is gonna get fucked up even worse. You know, so part of it is, you know, you teach out for the brotherhood, but you also have the pressure on you to go out and teach, or else you're gonna go get it, right? Verse 19, and there's scriptures that go into that. Maybe I'll look for it. You know, there's one that goes into, what is it, willful sinning? Like now that you know, you basically don't have a cover for your sin anymore. You know, now that you know you can't, the Lord's gonna jack you up even more when you go off. Right? It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 19. If thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Right? And that's what we read about in Sirach chapter 2, that thou mayst be increased at thy last end. Right? You getting that salvation. Right? That's what we're fighting for. You know, we're not fighting for any other reason. I can go move down. I'm a little too close. Here we go. We can move down a little bit. This is about good enough.
I know. Which is annoying because like my like favorite like current Broadway actor.
This brother got here. 1 Corinthians 9 and 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe unto me if I preach not the gospel. Absolutely. You know, you gotta preach, you gotta teach. You know, you gotta put that work in. You know, otherwise you just be like everyone else in the world. You know, can't buy these banks, man. You know how it is. If you know, you know. Can't buy these different spots, man. Sometimes you can have unexpected traffic, but this is good enough. This is far enough. No one should be complaining now. All right. Let's see if I could let's think of something. This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 1, right, verse 1. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, which according to his abundant mercy hath begotten us again into a lively hope by the resurrection of Yahushua Mashiach from the dead. Right? Absolutely. Right? Through his resurrection, you know, he got that victory over death. You know, he was the first person to ever do that. He actually went up and he never died again. You know? The first person to ever do that. Different prophets have, you know, resurrected people from the dead, but they died again. You know, I know about Elijah. Yahushua revived people from the dead, but they still died. You know, Yahushua, he went back up and now he's in the spirit world. Right? He sits in the right hand of the Father. No other person could do that but him. Right? Firstborn spirit. First spirit created. Right? First Peter 1 verse 4. To inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you, right? The new bodies, right? As we all know, right? Who are kept by the power of the Most High through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed the last time, right? Which the last time began when Yahushua was on the scene, and you know, now we're in the last times. We're seeing wars, we're seeing rumors of wars. You know the whole Matthew 24, little Luke 16, we know all about that. Right? It's the book of Luke, not Luke, it's 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 6, right? Wherein you greatly rejoice, though not for a season, if need be, you are in heaviness through manifold temptations. Absolutely, and we are in heaviness through manifold temptation, and we're going through it in this society. Right? Like in Daniel the 7th chapter, it talked about that. You know, we shall wear out the saints of the Most High. Saints means holy people. You know, we're worn the hell out in this society. You know, working these shifts, you know, having to deal with these supervisors, you know, having like your whole day taken up, not having an opportunity to choose your own schedule. And it's just like sometimes some of us are forced to camp at night, you know. If I could camp during the day, I would, right? Which I mean I can, but we're figuring it out. I got a new spot lined up. We're gonna run it, right? Manifold temptation. We can go into that word heaviness. See what we find. We can also Google heaviness, but we know what heaviness means. Sorrow. But I want to see what they say. So it's like pale, lupeo, G3076, to make sorrowful, affect with sadness, cause grief, to throw into sorrow, to make amusing, to cause him a scruple, to be sad, cause grief, be in heaviness, be sorrowful, make sorry, right? And that's what it is. You know, we're dealing with a society. You know, we're all dealing. We're all rough, you know. None of us are, you know. I mean, we can be happy for a time when we get together, but then it's like, you know, a day passes, you come back to work, and it's just like, oh boy, you know. And sometimes, like, I have to fake my smile when I have to go to work, because it's just like, you know, just deal with this world. You know that you're never gonna, you know, succeed in this society. You know, you're never gonna succeed in this world. You know. You understand that, and it's just like, dang, man, you know, you have to see all this weird stuff, you know, be around constant wickedness, you know, you have to have wicked people over you, under the curses, you have to see your people in a little spot. You know, this is the type of stuff that we got to watch on a daily basis, and of course it affects us, you know, right? Verse 7, the trial of the faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, it might be found unto praise and glory at the period of Yahushua Mashiach, right? Who having not seen the love, whom though now you see him not, yet we believe in, you rejoice with unspeakable, joy unspeakable, and full of glory, right? Receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls, right? So this is all this we're going through, right? We're going through this tribulation to make us stronger. Right, like we go into the gym, you know, you squat weight, right, and it makes you stronger, right? It hurts at first, right, but then, you know, over time you get stronger, and you get stronger, right? But you wouldn't be able to achieve your strength unless you went through the punishment, you know, the pain, you know. And the bodybuilder I like to listen to, Bill Pearl. He was a Gadite. You know, he always talked about, it's called stress plus rest equals growth. You know, so you got to have the stress, and you got to have the rest, and then you're able to grow, right? And that's the same thing with tribulation that we go through. You go through the stress, and the Lord takes it off of us, and you pray, you do what you have to do, right? And then you grow as a person, right? As a brother, you conquer yourself, right?
Interesting quote.
So this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 4. This is going to take a minute, right? Where the hell is it, man? I know this one too. Alright, let's see here. On the one side there was fire, and on the other side there was water. I know this one too. I know this. I should know this by heart. Alright, well, that's okay. It happens. I'm drawing the blank today, but you know, I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna stay up, run this camp. It's not gonna be terribly long, you know, but I'm gonna camp probably in the middle of the week. See what the deal is, see what I could come up with. So we'll see what it is. I need to find the scripture, man. I don't know where the scripture is, man. See it now. On one side, deep water. Second, Ezra. Second Ezra. Alright, look at second Ezra.
God bless you, man.
Hey, how's it going, brother?
What's your name?
Shamash One. Shamash One is Hebrew, bro.
My name Michael.
Michael, nice to meet you.
I know about
Michael.
Hebrew Israelite.
You know about us?
Crackers, I want you to know you real Hebrew Israelite.
Absolutely.
But I am the Hebrew Israelite.
Absolutely, brother.
Talk about King Solomon was white.
Oh,
King Solomon
absolutely.
was black.
He was a black
Everything
man.
started from Ethiopia.
Absolutely. Oh, no, not Ethiopia,
I'm
brother.
talking about West Africa.
No, bro.
Where it started
They were in Israel, bro. They were in Israel at first.
I'm talking, they was in Israel first. Okay.
They were in Israel first.
What's up?
Yeah, so the Jews, right? They were in Israel first, man. They came down, like our people, we come out of Adam. Right? It started with Adam, then came to Noah, right? Then Shem. And you have a chosen seed line, so it goes to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. I was Ham.
Right, you're
Ham. I'm Ham.
No, brother, you were Israelite. No, where was you from?
I'm from Ham.
From
I'm from Kush. I'm black.
You Ethiopian?
I'm black, man.
Black Americans are Judites,
I'm
brother.
African American.
Want me to prove it to you?
What's that? I'm from Judah. I'm from Judah. Yeah,
We're
right.
Judah, yeah.
I'm Judah.
Judah are not
Israel.
Yeah, we're not.
It's about Israel,
of course, but we're not from Ethiopia. We're not Ethiopians. Our people came there.
That's what I'm saying.
In 70 AD.
I'm talking
but we're not there. We're not them.
Okay,
different people.
I'm talking too fast.
Alright.
But then you got the knowledge.
Of course.
Understand it in the bosom.
Nah, I can break it down to you.
Yeah, I understand this here.
Yeah.
I'm talking a little too fast. I understand what I'm doing. But what you said is right.
Of course.
Because they meditate that in 1945, right?
Yeah.
They made that statement.
Yeah.
But before that, the Palestinians and the Israelites, that's always been a part of the Palestinians too.
Absolutely.
They said they're better Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites.
No, the Palestinians, those are Arabs, bro. Those aren't us, bro. We're the 12 tribes, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We can run through it. We can run through this.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You want to build? We can build, brother.
Hey, where you from?
No, I'm Judah. I'm
Where you from?
I'm from here, bro.
I'm from Florida.
Yeah.
And I want to give you that knowledge.
I need that knowledge. No, look up Great Millstone on YouTube.
Great Millstone.
Yeah, Great Millstone on YouTube. GMS. Those are
Write on a piece of paper.
Oh, I got a piece of paper.
Great Millstone?
The Great Millstone.
Okay, Great Millstone. What that say?
On YouTube.
Okay, what that mean?
Oh, it's just like it's like a big stone, basically. You know, like we go into Revelation, a great stone shall fall down. You know?
The black stone?
No. It's like a figure of speech. It's a figure of speech.
Okay.
You know?
So
it's deep.
You said the name is?
Great Millstone.
Great Millstone.
Great Millstone.
Okay, I'm gonna Google that.
Yeah, look it up, brother. Look it up. Go check it out.
Great Millstone.
Absolutely. Yep.
And where you located at?
We don't have no location. Brothers are all over the place, man.
Okay.
But when you see them, you'll know.
Okay.
We're all over the place. We're all over Manhattan.
Great Millstone.
Yeah.
Millstone.
Yeah, Great Millstone.
Millstone.
Yep.
Stone.
Yep, Great Millstone. Yeah. I don't know if that's exactly the reason why it's called Great Millstone, but it's deep. There's a lot of things that talk about Great Millstone. You know, Great Millstone hung about his neck. You know, there's a lot of things. It's deep. You brothers can explain a lot more, but I gotta look that up for myself. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, right? verse 5, right? Let's see here. Verse 2, and he said unto me, up Ezra, so hear the words that I am come to tell unto you. And I said, speak on, my power. And said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great, but the case, were narrow, and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he could not enter through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? Right? So how can you come into the broad, come to the kingdom, unless you go through the narrow and the straight path? Right? Verse 6, there's also another thing, a city is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. Then shall is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left, a deep water, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that they could but one man go there at once. But you see, now we're given to man for inheritance, but we shall never pass the danger set before it. How shall he receive this inheritance? And I said, it is so, Lord. He said to me, even so is Israel's portion. Right? So we got to go through the punishment. We got to go through these curses, deal with this inflation, deal with all the things that we got to deal with in this world. And we haven't even gotten into the real affliction yet. This is level, well, I don't want to say it's level 1, but, we're not even at the big levels yet, man. We're not even onto the big leagues. We're dealing with, a lot of things coming up right now, but, we've seen this law, the anti-Semitism law. We know that that's going to be used to put us and go crack down on us. There's going to be more laws. We're going to try to crack down on Hebrew Israelites, right? On the ministry, try to get us off the streets, right? And it's just going to go from there. This is just a start. See all you brothers that are falling out right now, man. You're really doing yourself a disservice, man. You even, like the brothers say, you were like an aborted fetus. You didn't even grow at all. You just gotta put that work in, right? Yes, you do. Let's try and get a couple more. Yeah. So let's see if we can find this. I should be able to get this rather quickly. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll go into those. Those are perfect. Those are very good. Right? I actually forgot that's even in there. Unless I read. I don't think I read that already. I'm gonna check it out. So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, right? Verse 5. Actually, let's read on verse 3, right? Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end, right? Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient, and thou art changed to a low estate, right? Things that happen to us, man, we're changed to a low estate. Times brothers can talk about it a lot more than me. I haven't had a lot of rough things happen to me, but I mean, I go through it. I go through my little aches and pains, but brothers out here have lost jobs, had to figure things out, so it happens, right? We always stay patient. The gold is tried in the fire, but acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, right? Acceptable meaning, able to be accepted, right? Men of value, right? And that's what this truth does for us. Through that temptation, through that, suffering, but it makes us better on the other end. So that's what you gotta think about when you're going through it. This is only the beginning. And we know about bigger things, worse things that are gonna start to happen to brothers, right? with some brothers. Spending time in these FEMA camps, these labor camps, right? Getting fucked over, man. Going through it. Some brothers will be tortured, some executed, right? And that's all because of the things that we teach. And it's going to come to that because even right now, people hate us. They see us out here and they just have pure hatred in their heart. They just want to, put us to death. They look at you, they snicker, or they'll give you a mean mug you. They look at you like you're a fucking criminal. It's like, this scripture says you will make to a spectacle to angels and to men. And how should I tell us that we should be hated if it's true for this name's sake? We can't depart from it. Things are gonna come. Right? We just keep down. Next we just keep reading down, right? Verse 6, believe in him and he will help you. Order thy way out right and trust in him. You that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, go not aside lest you fall. You that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fall. You that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see. Did any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? For whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Right? No one. Right? Absolutely not. Right? Tribes on the side, man, that were doing right. The Lord never turned his back on them, man. But people in the world, man, they turn their back on each other every fucking day. Here with celebrities, dudes will, help other guys, little guys get up, and then the guy, once he gets some money, he says, "I fuck you." That happens all the time at work. There's always, managers and shit. They'll try to turn co-workers against each other, workers against workers, and shit like that. You got, certain managers that may, they try to be cool with you. This doesn't happen to me. I don't let this happen to me. They try to be cool with you. Then they stab you in the back later. Or you have a coworker you just think you're cool with, and then you maybe talk about managers behind your back or whatever, and then tell them, they snitch on you. This is the type of shit that goes on in the world. Right? Skip this last one. I think it was Zechariah 13:9. Now after that, I'm about ready to go do the race. It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 9, right, verse 8. It shall come to pass that in the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, and the third shall be left therein. Right, 2/3, right, so-called Negroes, Native American, Israelite foreigners are going to die here in America, right? Because they're wicked. They don't want to hear the truth. Right? Whether they take the mark or not, they're going to die here with the missiles, right? Because we came out here week in, week out, pushing out this gospel, and our people, they looked at us like we were garbage. They hear it, and then they just don't do it. They say they're going to do it, and they don't. And that goes to, the parable of the sower. Some seed fell on the good ground, some seed fell on the stony ground, and so on and so forth. Some is falling out, and some guys will hear it for a little bit, stick, and they fall out. And so, I quit. And that happens, Right? It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 9. And I'll bring a third part to the fire, and refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is refined. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it was my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God. Absolutely, And that's what's going on, But this is going to come after the fact, right? Bringing through the fire, that's going to come when we go one up with a number of salvation to the chariots, right? And how shall send his angels to gather us from the four corners, right? We get to watch this place go down, above the firmament, in space. Right? Watch this place go down, right? Get nuked, right? Which everyone knows that's coming to America. That's why, more and more people talking about survival bunkers. The elites are building bunkers, right? Because they know that nuclear missiles are going to hit this place very soon. That's all prophecy. That's all going to come to pass. Well, I'm about done here. I'm gonna go wrap it up. We'll turn the face to east, which is about this way. And we'll say, Kalema, Yehovah, Bashim Yehoshua, Bashim Harakakadash. Alright, once again, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, and do the rule and teach well. And we'll close out and say Shalom. You know?
I'll walk on the next block, Darren, straight right, and then I'll come back down.
Hi, by the way.